The Trojans, the Tide, their first test is tonight. Can the Trojans and the Crimson Tide top it? Jackson, the brilliant corner, sometimes receiver and special team star. And you got Jack Jones, a young man, a freshman with him. Here we go. The Tide and the Trojans from Texas. Deep boot driven into the end zone for a touchback. Tempo here in the pistol formation. They fake it to Davis, and Brown will take his first downfield shot. Darius Rogers goes up and makes a leaping grab inside the Alabama 35.
Never had a chance to see it.
And the jet sweep. They hand it off to Stephen Mitchell Jr. Tide string it out, and they hammer him for a loss. Marlon Humphrey, the corner, came up to deliver the so it sets up 3rd and 12. Alabama rushing 4. They still get near Brown, who completes it short to Taylor McNamara, the tight end, but he's well covered and far short of a first down. Reuben Foster stopped him.
Alabama.
And it ricochets around and goes through. Wow, 47 yards. Here is the freshman from California. Under center, and Damian Harris is deep and tailback, but they hand it to Stewart around the end. And he's got a block from Ridley, and he's got a big gain out across the 40.
And giving him different looks, showing him one thing, going to another.
Now they do drop back, but they hit him hard, knocked down, a sack. Leon McQuay, and 3rd and 10. Bama rushing 4, but Brown is still pressured. Steps up, shows some speed, and bolts straight down the field before sliding into Alabama territory. Anderson was chasing him, Kirk, but yesterday. I'm going to feel tiny. We'll talk to Zach. 3rd and 10. Brown in the flat. Catch made by Deontay Burnett, but he's run out well short of the first down by Averett. Alabama fans rising to their feet. Brown will be dropped. Anderson got him, and the Tide will take over. The senior
like this, and they will eventually, but really challenge this USC front by running the ball a little bit more.
It's an almost entirely new front 7, isn't it?
Yeah.
On 3rd and 5, Barnett flips a short pass. That's O.J. Howard, the tight end, who was the offensive MVP of the championship game. But running down, got to hurry. It's at 2. And they just get it off and hand it off inside and drop for a loss. There is Ronald Jones as the Tide came flying through. Tim Williams playing a part.
So it all kind of goes hand in hand.
Position to work with. Ball at the plus 49. But the ball is fumbled his very first snap, and SC recovers. So all the talent and all the potential, I'm sure he'll have a good career, but Cameron Smith recovers it. There was confusion there.
That's exactly what Nick Saban doesn't.
Who's out there for SC? Their number 2, Adoree Jackson, the corner who played 3 ways last year, but has not practiced on offense. He's just a decoy, and once again, the pressure gets to Brown.
You know how Chad Wheeler is not in this game? The left.
2nd and 13. Brown just fires it into the ground. There was just nothing there. Well, you can feel that clock ticking in his head, as you said.
3rd down
by a few inches. Nice play action. Hurts shows the elusiveness. Gets a block on the edge. Gets another block and scampers out across the 45.
Ridley.
Hurts looks that way, but fires over the middle. It's intended for Garrick Dieter, who's inheriting that slot roll. 2-by-2 look with Justin Davis in the backfield. Brown delivered short, would have been nowhere near a first down. Again, Juju Smith-Schuster crowded by Fitzpatrick. Here comes
the talented receivers after the catch.
Tide, who are 2 for 8 on third down, need 13. Hurts shows the arm, throws it into the end zone for a touchdown. Darius Stewart. A taste of what this talented true freshman quarterback hadn't had much success until that play, and Griffith knocks it through, and the Tide midway in the second quarter on top now. Tide do show pressure. It's deflected at the line and incomplete. And down on the field.
Be up 3-0. In an instant, they're down 7-3. They go 3 and out. How do they respond right here?
Well, they get gashed right there by Harris. A positive play, and all of a sudden, the Tide runners.
They're only going to get better as this game goes on.
And one of the key defensive linemen, Jefferson, leaving the game to be checked out on the USC sideline. Harris again makes a quick cut and a burst and breaks a tackle. Damian Harris will be tracked down inside the 15 by the speedy Jackson, but the Tide are rolled. 2nd and 11. And a play action look. Hurts flips it near side. Stewart makes one man miss and jumps out of bounds just across the initial line of scrimmage. No problem. So the Tide gets the big run from Damian Harris here, though, but you're right. Depleted depth already at the linebacker position. And 2nd and 8. Deflection. Intercepted. Humphrey scores. It's an 18-yard interception.
All those big weapons that Max Brown has.
Often the criticism was that Kessler went to Smith-Schuster too often. Didn't spread the ball around. The opposite problem tonight. They can't get it to the key guy. This is flipped to Stephen Mitchell Jr. Breaks some tackles. Still going on the far sideline. Down to the Bama 40. Trojans just 2 of 9 on third down. Brown harassed. Delivers it. And it's incomplete. Mitchell was standing out of bounds when the pass arrived. It'll be 4th down.
Not talked about Derek Dieter, who's on the slot to the left, who's a great option on third downs.
Hurts instead looks to the right, and breaking wide open is Stewart. They won't catch him. Alabama stretches the lead, and old Lane Kiffin against his former school dialed one up.
Well, just a mental error from USC where they didn't just blitz a corner, but they blitzed a safety.
The way Bama's defense is playing, it feels like a long way back, even though there's a long way to go. And wait, there's quite a few in the Alabama defense. On 3rd and 13, the pressure comes. Brown dumps it off. It's incomplete. Just no chance. Reuben Foster, the linebacker, was tracking the tight end McNamara.
Last year, so Alabama did it last year, and after 2 quarters and a series, they're doing it again in 16.
It was Tim Williams who knocked Brown down. Now the punt is, the snap is fumbled, and Tilby, instead of picking it up and booting it, just falls on it. Grabs an abundance of caution there. And Alabama will take over.
Create some of their confidence after trying to replace all those great players from a year ago.
Empty backfield. It's a straight ahead run, and Hurts goes straight ahead for a touchdown. His first rushing touchdown. A very promising looking career.
You know, this is what you're going to have, a quarterback who can run with speed and power, something I don't think we've ever seen a Nick Saban offense have. Very special quarterback for USC. I love that they're getting him some reps tonight, because that could pay off down the road once they get ready for conference play.
Tough 3rd and 10 against this pressure. Donald just rolls out and runs for his life, and Rashaan Evans forced him out. He mellowed just a little bit in the last couple years, from maybe an 11 on the 1 to 10 scale of all ball intensity down to an 8 or so. Hurts tries to get the ball to Stewart, and there is the first interception of his college career. Imam Marshall was right there, not to be fooled again.
Games that he gets a chance to. He has Stanford in a few weeks.
Darnold down the sidelines, delivered to Darius Rogers off his hand.
Everything's contested.
But they were oohing and eyeing whatever was going on.
That was a great finish. What a great game.
He's surviving. This is Harris bursting free again. Stutter step. Damian Harris off to the races. Jackson giving chase and able to track him down at the 5. Harris will not win that foot race against the speedy Jackson, but he's had
job by the line up front and by the sophomore Damian Harris, who I think is a great fit in this system.
He got 73 yards, and now Hurts rolls out and scampers in. And the beatdown is on. Damian Harris and that offensive line did all the hard work to set up that score. And this is beginning to feel.
And that's, again, he's been on that campus since January.
SC's gone back to Max Brown at quarterback, and running free is Ronald Jones, and he makes a big gain down inside the Alabama 35.
You go side to side, you better be ready.
It's a makeable third down for SC, and they only need 2, and Ware's going to get it. You know, Foster, Hamilton, a number of guys, John Allen.
Get him ready for a big year this year.
3rd and 14, Brown harassed again, flips it over the middle and over the head of Smith-Schuster, who was well covered by Ronnie Harrison, and it's
of their opportunity this year.
Matt Bormeister from 41, and this time the lefty with less drama. Doesn't need a carom shot that rolls across the. They hand it to Scarborough. Methodically picks his way, and the pile gets moved forward out near the marker. It'll be 3rd down, and it's Ole Miss. My point was, I was getting to the Ole Miss game. I was beating them the last couple of years. Scarborough. This is when it's probably no fun. Gregarious.
I'm just saying the way the team responds to him.
This is Barnett. And it delivers down the field, and O.J. Howard hauls it in and has a 1st and goal for Alabama. And the hero of the tight ends in the game, if you're Alabama, on 4th down and goal, they're going to go for it. Harris and Scarborough in the backfield. It's Scarborough, and Bo barrels in. Behind a whole lot of beef up front. 3 tight end.
No.
Well, there's still a long way to go. And Alabama making a strong.
Cochran and pushing the right buttons. Talking February, March, April, and May, year round.
Brown chased on 3rd down into traffic. It's complete underneath. They're tackled immediately.
Confidence through getting an opportunity to be out there. He's become a different guy tonight as well, from where he was early to where he is right now.
And now he fires downfield, and a touchdown to Dieter. The transfer from Bowling Green gets in the scoring column. Unleashing all the weapons. 45 yards for the man brought in to replace Richard Mullaney, another transfer who was so.
Till tonight, college.
And the tide of hit, and that is a piece of bad news.
And all that hard work, he'd worked himself up to probably be in the 4th wide receiver or in the rotation.
Flag down as Darnold loops it downfield for Jones, broken up. Flag goes back near the line of scrimmage.
But Jalen Hurts and some of the plays that he came up with probably got to be a big story, don't you think?
Quarterback keeper, and Darnold dives ahead. USC struck first, and then the SEC in Alabama punched back in a big way. Saban will still have work to do. He'll tell you that lots of improvement is needed, but Jalen Hurts in his debut, the true freshman spectacular, and Lane Kiffin calling plays against his former school, enjoyed just about every minute.